live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Let her dig!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Full Velocity TV, proudly, no, wait a minute, I can't do that one. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Full Velocity TV here live tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway. It is Wednesday night, which means it is time for another round of Dirt Warrior Racing DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights. Here tonight live, Full Velocity TV, live flag-to-flag coverage. Thankfully, you out there aboard, out there watching Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Phil the Cast here along with my broadcast partner, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton on the call, and we come back to Williams Grove with Full Velocity right off the gate. Let's thank our sponsors out there tonight. Of course, Spadafora Firearms. Check out Brendan's website at spadaforafirearms.com. Also, a shout out to the guys over here at Evil One Graphics. Evil One Graphics are not only good, they are evil. Also, got to thank the guys at iRacing, iFlag. Get a hold of Jeff Brown now. Get some great pick boxes and telemetry. iRacingIFlag.com. Also, got to thank the guys over at CNC Racing Design. CNC Race Designs, great custom paint wraps there. Look best in show while winning all the dough. CNC Race Designs, hell yeah. Also going to thank the guys over at DirtSeries.com. Great league going on here live on Full Velocity every Monday and Thursday night. Dirt-Series.com is where you find that great group headed by Josh Smith. And also going to thank our newest sponsor of Full Velocity TV, Hanover Wrecker Service. Get a hold of Tyler now if you need anything at all. Hanover Wrecker Service do a lot of great things for us. Thank all those guys for coming aboard tonight here at the Williams Grove Speedway. And Todd, it's a very special part of the year for us. CHD Awareness Month, and that's something new we're going to start pushing here for the rest of February, a cause that's near and dear to very much both of our hearts. So let's spread the word out there. What we got going on for these guys?
Yes, indeed. I just shared here just moments ago, and we're going to launch it here on DWR here tonight. It's kind of near and dear to our hearts. Phil and I have two kids that were born with CHD, both sons. My son's 2. His son is 18. They're still going through the issues. Obviously, stuff could not be fully repaired. They're going to live through these issues the whole life, that kind of stuff. So we wanted to change pace here on Full Velocity. I'm not going to get too much into the story. If you guys want to hear about the story, come and ask Phil and I. We're more than welcome to tell you about the stories and the hardships that we had to go through and are still going through with a CHD kid. But we wanted to create awareness for CHD. A lot of things, like we said, 8,000 babies don't make it to their first year of living out of 40,000 that are born with a CHD or a congenital heart defect. And that's one of those things where I get choked up, and as the more I explain about it, Phil knows the feelings I've gone through. I'm kind of new to the whole ordeal. Still 2 years. My son's already had 2 operations. I know his son's had multiple operations. But we're doing a benefit here for the American Heart Association. We put the link up on Full Velocity TV. We're going to be pushing it all month long, whether it's $1, $2, $3, $4. Guys, let's share that. Share that and try to curb some of these heart conditions some of these young kids have. A lot of people talk about childhood cancer and stuff, and they get a lot of support with that childhood cancer. CHD is something that doesn't get supported as much in that aspect of things, and there's more kids that are dying from CHDs than there is childhood cancer right now, and these are all facts that have been provided to me from the American Heart Association. So there's things that are going on. We like to push it. Yeah, we get choked up about it, but we like to do our part, community involvement, get involved, help out kids, help out families, especially families in time of needs. And I tell you what, if you need something that maybe one of your kids have been born with a CHD, want to just catch up with Phil and I, we're here for support too.
Absolutely right. I could not have said that better, brother. Thanks for putting that cause together for us. As something very near and dear to us here at Full Velocity TV. Got a long story to tell, but we'll save that for another day. So you guys want to hear our whole story, come on and find us, and we'll certainly share those. But we're here tonight, Williams Grove Speedway, DWR, Wednesday night street fight racing action about to take to the Speedway. So before we do that, why don't we throw this thing trackside, honor our great country, the United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem. All right, fellas, we are back here live on Full Velocity TV. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we don't get a lot of ladies out there to watch as well. Even if we do have faces for radio, and you can't see us on TV, well, this is perfectly fine. So welcome on the board here live tonight at Full Velocity TV. We're having a lot of fun here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Just waiting for a great group over here, headed by Jim Revis, Jason Salter, Eric Eichstad, Dirt Warrior Racing. Find this great league. They run a great series here. You can see live on Full Velocity TV on Sunday evenings. The Sunday Shootout Series open to all. And then this one here, invite only. Got to do good on Sundays, so come race here on Wednesdays. Wednesday night street fights, a staple here to Full Velocity TV. We're going to be here every Wednesday as long as they will have us. Probably my most favorite night of the week to do a broadcast. So we're here tonight, Williams Grove. What better place to be tonight than Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania? The Cars of the Stars of Dirt Warrior Racing about to take to the green flag for 65 laps around. So without further ado, Todd, let's dive into tonight's starting lineup. All right, here we go, folks. The pill draw gives us the lineup this week for DWR. This is the way they come to post. On the pole is going to be car number 12, Electric Eric Eichstadt aboard car number 12. And alongside of him in the 44, that is Head Start Charlie Harrell. In row number 2 on the inside, car number 1, that is Alex Brewer. And alongside of him in number 97, Big Monkey, that's Rocky Batfield aboard car 97. In row number 3, inside car number 21, the evil one himself. That is Jim Revis, and to his outside aboard the 01, that is Daniel Price. In row number 4 on the inside, the 41 car, that's old Guzzy, Jared Gazzardo. And alongside of Jared this week aboard car number 23, that's Meadows' dad. That's Lon Franks out there on the outside of the 4th row. In row number 5 on the inside, car number 10, we find racing Jason Salter. And alongside of him in the 010, that is Casey Brunson. In row number 6, multiple-time winner for Wednesday Night Street Fights, rolls off car number 84. That is E.J. Jones. And alongside him aboard the 71 car, that is Daniel Stifler. In the next row, a couple of new young lions over here at DWR. First off, we find car number 06, that is Matthew Everett. With the 009, that is Lonnie Baker. Car number 11 rolls off from deep in the field this week, that is Trey Jones. And next door him, guy who came so close to winning here last week aboard car number 420, Speedy E. Eric Elmore's 420 rolls off next. Last week's winner rolls off this week from deep in the field, car number 07, that is Justin Pruitt. Flanked alongside of him is number 27 of Daniel Crossett. And rounding out our field this week, car number 42, the 42 is Glenn Irwin. So great to see a great field of race cars here tonight. 19 drivers, 65 laps around. They're going to take the initial green flag. They're going to get their restart positions by way of the pill draw, and give it about a lap or two. We'll get these guys firing for what is going to be a hot 65-lap feature event. And there's the mock green for the race, so you'll see these guys start juking and jiving and getting themselves in their pill draw alignment. So give these guys, Todd, maybe a lap, 2, sometimes 3. Are you ready to go? Wednesday Night Street Fights. It's time to let her dig.
Yeah, definitely time to let her dig here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. If it's any indication of what we had in Sunday Night Shootout, we're going to have some fantastic racing out here, and we'll see what happens. Is RJ Clyde able to take down the victory there on Sunday Night Shootout tonight? Of course, we're going to find a different winner here this evening, invitational DWR style here. You do good on Sundays, you might get invited here to the Wednesday Night Street Fights and it's fantastic, Phil. I'm going to tell you, these guys fight tooth and nail. It is an open setup street stock league, but these guys do a fantastic job week in and week out, put on one whale of a show here for everybody on YouTube, Twitch, and even Facebook Live for that matter. So these guys will put on a show 3 and 4 wide even. I'm not sure if we're going to see the 4 wide here at Williams Grove. I'm sure we'll see 3 wide here and see some highly contested racing.
Absolutely right. This track is pretty awesome for a street stock. You know, it can get a little bit loose. Racetrack will get slick. We may see, you know, the cleanest league out there is DWR, and we'll see how these guys tame here tonight. We did see them here Sunday night as part of a Sunday Night Shootout series, a race that was won by RJ Klein. And racetrack did get kind of slick. So let's see what the conditions are here tonight. The field working its way through turns number 3 and 4. They look just about a set in line, so I won't be surprised at all as if this time around we may see Easy or Speedy Electric Eric roll away at car number 12. Electric Eric. Got to stumble over that one. New nickname there for that Eric Eichstadt Motorsports machine. He's going to have on the outside of him, that is a great front row with Head Start Charlie Harrell. I've always said Charlie's a great guy. Want to see him win one of these things, Todd. I'm rooting for Charlie Harrell starting on the outside pole. I call him Head Start for a reason. Can these guys please give Charlie an old lap head start? Because what a nice guy. He's been trying hard. I like to see the 44 finally have a good run here.
Yeah, definitely like to see the 44 have a great run here. Head Start Charlie Harrell aboard that machine. So we'll see what he can do here tonight. Open setup. He's been getting better week in and week out. Taking some pointers here from the guys over at DWR. It's Electric Eric Eichstadt taking down the green flag as it flies in the air here. We're racing down the front straightaway. And the number 12 machine leads the charge down into turn 1. Head Start Charlie Harrell in that second spot, but Alex Brewer now moving into third, and he's now to the bottom side-by-side battle for that second spot.
Yeah, side-by-side for second. Alex Brewer is going to drop Head Start into now a 3-wide scenario between Batfield and Jim Revis. Those guys make a little contact. They lose a little bit of ground. top two have gotten away. That stack up back there, Todd. Looks like somebody went around in turn number 4. Yellow flag going to come out in the opening lap here. Lap number 5 of 65. So tough break for these guys out of the gate, and looking like, I'm going to guess it might have been the 41 car of Jared Gazzardo, who may have went around with Casey Brunson. So what do you got for us down there in the trailer, Todd?
Yeah, it was Jared Gazzardo around and in a knot there for the 41 machine, and we're going to go back here. It looks like he tried to fit it 3 wide here, got a little bit sideways up into the corner, came down the track here, and that was a 4 wide here. I thought that it wasn't going to go 4 wide. Jared Gazzardo come up the track, didn't realize the 10 and the 01 were there. And Daniel Price involved in that one, and I believe that's the number 06 of Matthew Everett's also involved. But Gazzardo, heavy damage to that number 41 machine, already 1 lap down to the field.
Absolutely right, and that's going to be a tough road to hoe here for Guzzy's number 41 car. It looks like he may get the black flag cleared, so he could potentially come back to the lead lap with these guys, so we'll have to wait and see. All I do know is Eric Eichstadt's got the lead of this thing with Alex Brewer, Charlie Harrell, Rocky Battenfield, and Jim Brown. Looking at the names of the top 10. Battenfield, Revis, Salter, Franks, Jones. I mean, they're in the top 10. We're not even to 10 laps in yet. Can somebody, Scaredy, can you page race control? These guys are fast. Can you put those guys all to the rear? Make the fast cars come to the front. What do you think, Todd? You with me on this one?
I definitely believe in that one there, Phil. Let's put all the fast cars to the rear. And actually, you know, there's a lot of fast drivers out there, Phil. So any one of these guys can win every given night, any given night, I should say. But like the 84 of the natural one, E.J. Jones, and man, he puts on a clinic normally. We'll see what he has here tonight. You see Big Monkey, we called him, used to call him Big Money, but Big Monkey, 97, of Rocky Battenfield. He's won a couple of races here with DWR, whether it was a shootout or here. He's won a couple of races. Racing Jason Salter, Jim Revis has been a victory line Franks. Green flag back in the air, and we're racing down the front straightaway once again. It's Electric Eric Eichstadt in the number 12 machine, leading the charge here over Alex Brewer. Here comes Big Monkey in the number 97 into that third spot. Around goes another car over the knot. Over there, turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's going to put us on a yellow flag, and I know you got a piece of it. I didn't quite see where the vantage point I had, who that car may have been, so that's why Todd's the best in the business. He's going to go back there and find it as quick as I'm going to get it. I still don't have a clue where it was, so I do know caution flag. They come back to claim it here on lap number 9 up to the board, so I'm going to throw it over to you, Todd, right away. What do you got for us?
Yeah, it looks like the 01 Price involved in this one. He went around in a knot all by his selfie in front of the number 11 of Trey Jones. Jones not having a good season. Number 4 here as Trey Jones makes contact with the 01 of Daniel Price. Price sits down there below the Uke tires and wisely stays out of the way of everybody else oncoming. Gets it back going and gathered up and going to join the tail end of the field here.
Yes, he absolutely will. And I'm checking in over here to the Facebook Live chat. I see Dan Garrett checking in. Buddy and Tammy Clements, welcome all aboard. And pros of the street stocks, I don't say these guys are pros, but I'm going to say they are the best of the best out there in all of street stock racing. And we put the call out recently. You got some of those pro drivers out there run some of these high-powered cars. We have made the pledge to these guys to come down there and come try their hand at some of these guys toe-to-toe with the street stocks, because I'm pretty certain that these guys can certainly hold their own. These are some of the best drivers we can see. These full-fendered race cars are a lot of fun. So maybe not the pro ranks, Todd, but as far as the street stock's concerned, I would say these guys are the best. That's pretty damn close.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're the pros of the street stock division. They really are. A lot of these guys race these street stocks all the time here with open setups. I tell you, I go out there, I probably finish 20th. So, you know, and I thought I was a pretty good street stock driver until I raced around with some of these guys. So, you know, it's not that easy for some of these drivers to come in here and try to race with these guys. So, the pros of the street stock division around iRacing community, I have to say that the street stocks that we do broadcast, DWR being one of them, you see all the pros of the street stock division down here. Unfortunately, there's no pros labeled there. The pros are up in the bigger divisions like the late models or maybe even the sprint cars for that matter. I'd like to see a lot of those guys come down and try their hands at the street stocks. I think this is a great equalizer for those types of drivers. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens here tonight. lap 11 of 65. A lot of guys pulling out there for Eric Eichstedt there. As iRacing.com pace truck down to pit road. Green flag going to fly back in the air. The number 12 Eric Eichstedt. Alex Brewer was your front row. Eichstedt leads the charge into turn number 1. Can Brewer do anything on the top shelf for the Speedway? Nope. That door and opportunity is going to close. Looks like racing Jason Salter around in that number 10 machine. Don't know if he was able to gather it back up, but he was pointing towards the Ute tires there, Phil. And I think he did gather it back up, so we're still clean and green.
Yeah, still clean and green here as Eichstedt trying to drive away, but the race is on for second. Alex Brewer's number 1 is up high. Here comes Big Monkey, looking like a big old teddy bear down there in that 97 car. Rocky to the low side. The people may be chanting his name from the 97 car. Can he clear the 1? Rocky Battenfield the second.
And number 97 of Rocky Battenfield to that second spot, now trying to chase down the number 12 of Eric Eichstedt. And we'll see how that's going to go for him. As Battenfield right now sitting in that second spot, about 2 car lengths, 2.5 car lengths back. Coming down the front straightaway. Rocky Battenfield is pretty quick. We're going to look at timing and scoring here. Last time by, he was indeed faster than the number 12 of Eichstedt. Eichstedt had a 24.929 to a Rocky Battenfield 24.834, so we know Battenfield's a little bit faster. Well, Eichstedt's running that group, and he's going to try to win it. It's been a long time since we've seen Eric win one of these things, Phil, and he's been on the podium quite a bit as of late and having a lot of good runs.
Yeah, and it was RJ Klein out there said in Facebook chat that Eichstedt's are running really good, and RJ thinking that Eric's going to pick up a win here tonight, and that's a good guy to talk. We saw RJ win here at DWR just this past Sunday night. Did a 2 for 1 at DWR at Williams Grove, then he won at his own league, Grassroots Racing Series at USA. So RJ Klein, that's a guy to listen to. I think he knows what he's talking about. What, yellow flag on the Speedway for the second time, and I'm not a betting man, Todd, but I'm going to bet this one may have gathered up the likes of the 42 of Glenn Irwin is my first guess.
Yep, indeed it did. The 42 of Glenn Irwin racing hard up on the top shelf for the Speedway here. You know, middle of the pack for the number 42 machine. Eclipsed by the gate there, Phil, on the back straightaway. The ever-dangerous gate, and around he goes in the knot. And 42 gets back going, but he's going to have some damages there to repair on the left front of that 42 machine.
All right, so tough break for Glenn. He's going to have to come from the rear of the field, which this week is 19 cars strong. What a hell of a crowd here tonight for DWR. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch, and oh, glad you guys are out there watching here. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Guys, if you're out there watching, like our link, share our link, let everybody know. Full Velocity TV is here tonight in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. The Williams Grove Speedway is where it's at tonight. The best of the best of street stock racing. It lives right here tonight, live on Full Velocity TV. So we'd appreciate all the support out there, y'all. And also, Stars Donations, gang. Want to be a part of our family here at Full Velocity TV? Best way to do so here, Stars Donations. Send it all our way. It does so much for us behind the scenes, guys. More than you know is we try to enhance the look of our product, the sound of the product, upgrade some of our equipment, make this product the absolute best of the best out there. 2 guys, a little engine that could. We've come out in a big way, and there's only so many great things here to come. But a lot of help comes from you guys. It's not just about Phil and Todd and the great group we have behind me and behind us. Our great partners out there, our sponsors, our staff. It's all from you guys, too. It's all a big family here. Full Velocity TV, we are all about our sim racing community. If it's here, NR 2003, whatever it is. Stars Donations, guys, go a long way to help. We appreciate them all. We go back to Green Flag Racing. Eric Eichstadt going to jump on that throttle pedal. Battenfield in for second, but here comes Alex Brewer. Turnabout's is fair play. 1 car to the low side. Now about 3 wide for the race lead off of
trouble
2 until trouble looms in turn number 1 and 2. And when I hear Todd with that tone of voice, means it's usually a parking lot over there. Show us what you got.
Yes, indeed. Parking lot is a pretty good word and terminology for it. The 21 of Jim Revis there gets up alongside, gets a tad bit loose. EJ Jones has nowhere to go. Those all guys all make contact. Iceman Stifler involved. The 27 involved. The 11 involved. Daniel Price involved. Racing Jason Salter also involved. So yeah, a parking lot's great terminology for it over there in turn 1 and 2.
All right, well, there you have it. They stacked them up. They park over there. Not sure if somebody's got the grill out, whatever it is, but a little early for that, fellas. We're only 19 laps of 65 on the board, already slowed by 3 yellow flags, which I guess it's got to be a product of the way Williams Grove kind of sets up for these cars, Todd, because we have seen these guys at DWR at all these great racetracks in the iRacing community, iRacing Sim has to offer. And this track, amongst all else, this one seems to throw these guys some more of a loop because these are some of the best drivers. These guys are almost clean as a whistle, very little yellow flag. This place has kind of had a penance to have those wrecks happen. And I'm not really exactly sure why, because these guys are really good.
Yeah, definitely really good here. The wrecks happen. There's good hard racing here with these guys, and Phil, you know, it's just a little chap, and they go around. I mean, it's one of those things that just happen here at the DWR. It's not that they're racing bad, it's just they're racing hard.
Well, we'll hope to get back to it. Looks like this time around, the starter going to put that green flag stick down. Going to have it all clenched up. It's going to show one more time around the half-mile Williams Grove Speedway. We will go back to green flag racing, but good time to thank our sponsors out there: Spatafora Firearms, iRacing, iFlag, Evo One Graphics, CNC Race Designs, DirtSeries.com, and Hanover Wrecker Service. Great partners here to us at Full Velocity TV. We appreciate all the work these guys do for us that make us go out here live each and every night. Love all those guys. Thanks so much for being a part of Full Velocity TV. The field in turn number 3 and 4. Eric Eichstadt, Rocky Batfield, Alex Brewer, Charlie Harrell, Justin Pruitt, Eric Elmore. Those two drivers were very much involved with the finish last week. They're upside of the top 6 off of turn number 4. iRacing.com pace truck. He heads for cover and green flag back in the air. Eichstadt and Rocky Batfield. They're going to battle out for the lead here in turn 1.
Yeah, battling it out as Eichstadt has the preferred group as of right now. The number 12 machine down on the bottom side. Rocky Batfield now falling victim here to the number 1 machine of Alex Brewer. Brewer down to the bottom side trying to get up to that second spot. Rocky Batfield closes that door here for a little bit. Allows a little bit of room for Brewer. Brewer has to cross it up. Around goes another car over there in turns 3 and 4. So another yellow flag going to fly on the field. And Phil, this is not what the DWR guys want. I'm going to tell you that as another yellow flag comes out here, Williams Grove.
Yeah, and I think we've got old Speedy E, Eric Elmore on this one. He was up in the top 6, and looks like the 420 car may have choked or dropped it or whatever it did happen there. Whatever I know is Eric Elmore, Todd. He went around in a heap in 3 and 4. Did he have help?
Yes, indeed. I do believe he had help. He got crossed up there. There's Pruitt right there. Pruitt comes back down. He had to let out of it. Easy E, Eric Elmore, let out of it just a brief second. And when he let out of it, the 06 of Matt Everett got into the back of the 420 machine, corralled him around. The 481 of Gazzardo finishes him off. Salter got involved in that one. He got a tad bit of a piece of that one with his left front to the 420 of Easy E.
All right, so yellow flag on the speedway. Looks like we're going to have at least one more time around the Williams Grove Speedway. So what do you say we pause for a quick commercial break here? Let's take a look at a great spot from the guys over at Evil One Graphics.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.
Evil One Graphics specializes in iRacing wraps, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs. From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place. Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom promo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
How about that? Evil One Graphics guys are not only good, they are evil. Look up Jim Revis now. Get yourselves a really nice looking iRacing car wrap. The Evil One Jim Graphics out here tonight at DWR. Jim Revis currently running back in the field, 17th aboard car number 21. Off of turn number 4, single file restart this time. The field goes back to green flag. Eric Eichstadt and Rocky Batfield lead the field to 1 and 2. Eric's at that preferred starting spot, but here comes Rocky. He's going to look to the low side. A drag race for the race lead, Todd, in the turn 3.
Yeah, drag race down into turn number 3. It's still Eichstadt holding on to the lead. The number 97 diving down to the bottom side, trying to make it work, trying to make it stick, get that forward bite off of turn number 4. Not going to be able to do it. The door closes here down the front straightaway. Eichstadt still leading the charge here down into turn number 1. Alex Brewer running in that third spot. Rocky Battenfield back down to the bottom, down the back straightaway, side by side, down the back straightaway. Imaginary door handle into turn number 3. Battenfield's got a little bit better of a groove there through 3 and off of turn number 4. Eric Eichstätt stays in that pedal loud and proud. And oh, contact made between himself and Battenfield. Door checking each other down the front straightaway.
That is a good battle going on there. Eric Eichstätt able to hold off that battle there. Alex Brewer in for third. Good race going on back there for fourth. Justin Pruitt to the low side, and now around Charlie Harrell. So Pruitt up to fourth. He won here last week at Wednesday Night Street Fight, so maybe the 07's got something to say before this thing ends here tonight. But off of turn number 4, and once again we find that pesky yellow flag coming from the starter stand. If anybody out there watching, you know, anybody connected here to DWR, somebody please go out to that flag stand and steal that dang thing. We're sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing it. We want to see a lot of green flag racing. We're not here to I-Pace. We're here to I-Race. Yellow flag on the speedway. I believe now for the 5th time here at DWR. This one, I think, has got our old buddy, Mr. Lon Franks, involved. This one, Todd. Lon has just been a pinball tonight. Looks like he may have got a piece of yet another one.
Yeah, another guy claimed by the gate, and it wasn't Lon Franks. Head start Charlie Harold flirts with disaster with that gate on the back straightaway. I always hated it in any simulation I've been in. He makes contact with Lon Franks and hard into the inside wall for that number 23 machine. And Lon Franks tons and tons of damage to that machine. We'll do another real quick instant replay here as the 23 of Lon Franks. And we just see this wild ride here for the number 23 machine, and man, I mean, he wasn't finished after he hit that wall. The Iceman Daniel Stifler, the 71 hit him. The 27 around, 0110 involved. Racing Jason Salter involved. A lot of the same names involved in this one. Maybe we'll go in cockpit here. Let's take a little bit of a ride here with Lon Franks in that number 23 machine as he sees what goes on right directly in front of him here. So right down the back straightaway here. Just keep your eye out for head start Charlie Harold. What happens? Man, what a view. Phil, back to you.
It's quite a tango over there on the back chute. And yeah, we talk about that wall opening back there at the Grove. That's, yeah, I've never liked that thing. I'm a big believer. Walls work. Sometimes barriers don't, especially those openings. They may work. They hurt. I've hit it a couple of times. You've hit it a couple of times. And it never ends well for those guys. And it looks like Mr. Crossett, the number 27, and Lon Franks, it looks like both those cars may be destroyed. Looks like both are going to be behind the wall out of the event. Tough break. Lon, always a big, heavy hitter. He's going to be out of here, Todd, shy of the halfway. Coming to green on now lap number 31. Eric Eichstätt leads the field to turn 1.
Eric Eichstätt leaving the field down into turn number 1. Here comes Rocky Battenfield. Let's see what he can mount against the number 12 machine once again. Off of turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Alex Brewer right now running third. Justin Pruitt, last week's feature winner, and is now running in that 4th spot, so look out for Justin Pruitt. He is finally finding the gumption here as he gets around the one of Alex Brewer there. He puts himself into 3rd. Here comes Justin Pruitt. Let's see if he has anything for the top 2, Phil.
Yeah, we'll see. And if there's anything that builds your confidence, Todd, it is certainly a win, and Pruitt is feeling that. But look at that 3-wide battle. That is a gaggle of race cars back there. Alex Brewer stuck in the middle. He's got Matthew Everett there. Jared Gazzaro's 41 is there. And look who's entering that phrase. Now one car goes around. It looks like it's Brewer. He's around at 3 and 4 in a heap, and it looks like that's going to bring yellow flag back out to the speedway. Those guys were getting after it back there for about 6th on back, but looks like the short end of the stick here appears to be the one car of Alex Brewer. He goes around and brings us yet again under caution, just finally to the halfway mark. 34 of 65 on the board.
Yeah, some more good hard racing as the 41 comes in there. Looks like Brewer just over-asserted himself through the corner. The 41 stayed in his groove and just went into the side of the number 1 machine, I should say, the left rear of the number 1, propelling him down to the infield wall. No other cars involved in that one, though, Phil. Just all Alex Brewer. The 41 did tap him just a little bit, but it looked like Brewer threw it into the corner a little hard.
I don't think it was the contact from Guzzi in there that got the one car around. I think he overdrove the corner and probably just overshot it, and that's what sent him around. So Alex Brewer, who is up there, the top 5, had a good spot. He's going to have to come from deep in the field now. Looks like he'll restart back there in 17th. Head start Harold back there, the 44 as well. Wonder if he's needs some clean shorts after that close encounter with the wall back there in that 44 car. Head start Charlie Harrell running 16th. But up front, it is all Eric Eidstadt, the number 12. Rocky Batfield, Justin Pruitt, racing Jason Salter, and Matthew Everett's your top 5. Jared Gazzardo is 6th. The Iceman, Daniel Stifler, is 7th. E.J. Jones is 8th. Trey Jones is 9th, and Jim Revis finds himself on the top 10. 11th is Glenn Irwin. Eric Elmore is up to 12th. Daniel Price, 13th. Casey Brunson is 14th. Lonnie Baker runs 15th. 16th, as we said, is Charlie Harrell. Alex Brewer back there in 17th, and 2 drivers out of the event, Lon Franks and Daniel Crossett. So had a great field of 19 cars here. We've been slowed by 6 yellow flags in the first half of this race. Some really good cars. They're all tore up, but we got a lot of racing left to go. We're going to see single file restarts the rest of the night. The favorite out there tonight in YouTube chat, Todd, was Eric Eidstadt in car number 12. He's got that preferred spot up front. He's got single file to do it. The problem is now, can we get enough laps under green for him to hold on? I guess we're going to wait and see. Pace truck has found its way onto pit lane again. Green flag goes in the air. Eric Eidstadt going to lead Rocky Batfield into turn 1.
Yeah, Eidstadt leads him down into turn number 1. Batfield down to the bottom side. Justin Pruitt into the mix. Look at racing Jason Salter up to that 4th spot after a lot of contact. I think he's been involved in just about every wreck. And that number 10 machine by Rocky Batfield dives down to the bottom here. Almost contact made between himself and the 12. He's able to keep it off of Eidstadt as they come almost 3 wide off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Eidstadt leads that time by down into 1, but here comes Batfield back down to the bottom.
Batfield going to go back to the bottom. It looks like that car slip slides up the banking a little bit. Eidstadt with that big move off the outside, having all that power of all that excess of the racetrack. He leads the field of turn number 3. Justin Pruitt's 07 car. He is in there riding for 3rd, but there's one car charging up in the outside lane. That is racing Jason Salter aboard car number 10. He's got things moving in the high lane. Jason Salter's going to be a heavy hitter before this one's out, Todd.
Yeah, definitely another guy that's going to be a heavy hitter is the number 84, the natural one, E.J. Jones. He has come all the way from the backfield. Remember, he was involved in a wreck here early, so he had to go all the way back to 19th. Now up to battling for that 3rd spot. The natural one, E.J. Jones, down to the bottom side-by-side battle. Here with Justin Pruitt down the back straight, or front straightaway, excuse me. As E.J. Jones trying to put himself into a podium finish, and right now he's got a good-looking 84 car.
Yeah, he does. He's come from the back a couple of times, has E.J. Jones up to the inside of Justin Pruitt in that battle for that 3rd spot. You got Jason Salter, the number 10, right there in tow as well, off 3 and 4. Eidstadt still for the lead. Batfield in for 2, but that race is still hotly contested side by side for 3rd. E.J. down low, Pruitt up high. Advantage 07 car, but they're going to go bat it once again side by side for that 3rd spot off of 2.
Looks like it's starting to slick it off down on the bottom there for that Cedar Cove's number 84 of E.J. Jones, trying to get some bite off the corner here. Now he dives it down deep here in front almost to the 07 of Pruitt, but he has to back out of it a little bit, allows Pruitt to gain his momentum back on the top shelf of the speedway, not able to close the door quite yet on the 07 machine, but maybe this time down into turn number 1. Still a nice side-by-side battle. Gives the edge to the 84 of E.J. Jones as he almost pulls a twofer through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, now battling for that 2nd spot is the natural one, E.J. Jones. Down to the bottom, side-by-side with Rocky Batfield. Batfield's setup looks like it's going away.
It really does, but EJ's car has come to life. He's made that pass now on Pruitt for 3rd. He's looking for 2nd here at turn number 1. Drives it in there deep to the low side. Stops it back to the throttle pedal. It's a good run off the corner. He may get clear of backfield by the time they get to turn number 3. That is E.J. Jones. You got to think Eric Eidstadt, Todd, can see this battle coming in the mirror. What do you think he's thinking, seeing that 84 coming up through the field? Do you start to panic yet if you're Eric Eidstadt?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now is E.J. Jones, the fastest car out there on the speedway. I see the 25.0 to these guys is 25.2s, Phil. So that's how much faster E.J. Jones is than the rest of the field. So working over the bottom, looks like something else happening there to the number 97 machine to be able to propel him in front of the 84 again. Almost completely sideways and almost in the knot there for the 84. He gathers it back up, losing valuable track position. We're talking real nice about him, Phil. Now he's dropping back behind Trey Jones. That's going to put him down to 10th almost in the 84 machine. Man, that's a way to put somebody's fire out. Number 84 of E.J. Jones, a natural one, dropping through the field like a rock after a costly mistake through the corner.
Ooh, that's a mistake we usually don't see that 84 car make, and that may eliminate any chance he's got of winning, because this time around we have 20 laps to go. It's still a lot of laps around this big, wide, sweeping half-mile Williams Grove Speedway. But now you've given Eric Eichstadt a clear sail of the racetrack. Rocky Battenfield going to try to apply that pressure back there in that second spot. Third, we also now find the 97 car, or the 10 car rather. The 10 of Jason Salter around the 07 of Pruitt. Those guys are going at it. It's a good side-by-side battle. The 10 car of Salter running the outside. Racing Jason's going to be a part of this finish here at the line. He's going to hold on for third, and he may run down to the back of a 97 car. But Jason Salter's found something happen up high.
And Jason Salter definitely found something up high in that number 10 machine. Rocky Battenfield now battling still in that second spot, but he's caught to the bumper of the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. So can Rocky Battenfield do anything? But Jason Salter also knocking on the door there. So he does not want to go on the offensive too much where it's going to cost him that second spot. Where he has to go for that lead there, Phil. He's back down to the bottom. He just cannot get that bite off the corner. That number 97 machine, can he do it this time off of turn number 2 down the back straight? He's not able to do it. He closes the door there on the number 10 machine, though. Racing Jason Salter, though, down to turn 3.
Yeah, Big Monkey finds himself in the middle of a DWR sandwich right now up front. Eric Eichstadt in the lead. You got Jason Salter there in third, conspicuous by his absence right now. With that rest of the admin team is Jim Revis is number 21. Jim has come through the field. Jim's back there in 6th, and he is digging that 21 car for all it is worth, trying to chase down guys over the top 5. Next on his docket will be Jared Gazzaro, who runs 5th. You got Justin Pruitt there running in the 4th spot, but the race is up there amongst the top 3 between Eric Eichstadt, Rocky Battenfield, and now Jason Salter, who keeps peeking to the outside of that 97. I don't know. Can he make that move happen up high? Rocky keeps coming down to the low side. Eventually, you're going to think Dora's going to open the 10 car to shoot it up higher. Can Rocky make the pass on Eric Eichstadt on the low side? He's got track position there. He's got the move into turn 3.
They dress up the track just a little bit, pushing the 12 of Eric Eichstadt up top here a little bit further. Number 12 machine keeps in the throttle, a little bit more door contact down the front straightaway between Eichstadt and Battenfield. Down into turn number 1, still a great side-by-side battle going on for the lead as we're on lap 51 of 65. These guys going down the back straightaway. Battenfield has a little bit of an edge coming off of corner number 2. Eichstadt fights back on the outside. Battenfield throws a slider up in front of the number 12 machine, almost to perfection there. Slows up the number 12, put Battenfield to the lead. Here comes racing Jason Salter looking for a gap.
Yeah, he's looking for running room underneath the 12 car. Eichstadt, Eric going to drive it deep into turn number 1 and 2. Almost make contact with the left rear of the 97, but now he's going to pull up alongside. Can he get position here into turn number 3? Electric Eric going to drive it a little bit deep. They make a little bit of contact, sends the 97 up the racetrack. Battenfield seeps it back in the throttle. They're going to be a door-to-door racing for the lead down the front chute.
Yeah, imaginary door handle down the front straightaway. Now Eichstadt down to the bottom here. Battenfield trying to protect the bottom. Battenfield goes way up off the cushion there. And so does the 12 of Eichstadt. Those guys really racing hard here for the top spot. But how hard do you want to race? Here comes racing Jason Salter down to the bottom side. And that's why we call him racing Jason. He's down on the bottom trying to pull a twofer through the corner number 4. Side by side for the lead. Salter into the mix now.
Salter is right there looking. He's got teammate Eric Eichstadt alongside. They're racing for second. Jason's not worried about second. He was trying to chase down Big Monkey for the race lead. Battenfield's going to take it. Sees those guys racing side by side. But racing Jason, he's got the inside rolling now. He's going to ease it into turn number 3. Oh, now he gets it loose. He's got contact. 10 car goes around. Yellow flag on the speedway. Jason Salter, I think, tried to back up turn number 3's corner. Just shot it around there too soon. Goes around, Jason Salter around, and caution flag once again. That's a pretty good little green flag run there, about 20-something laps, but now with 10 laps to go, the complexion of this race has changed, and Jason Salter, he's going to have to restart now about mid-pack.
Yeah, Salter just caught the tail end of that gate coming down into turn 3, and Pruitt finished him off there. And Salter got a tad bit loose coming down into 3. Caught the gate as he was trying to save it, and around he goes in a knot. The number 10 machine of racing Jason going to have to fall to about the 9th or 10th position. Tough break for Jason.
Tough break for Jason Salter as he was making a move for the win. Can also report, Todd, saw 2 cars come to the pit area here. One was the number 06 of Matthew Everett, some damage. Remember when that 84 car of E.J. Jones slid around? Something definitely broke on the back end of that race car because the 84 car came down to the pit road and his night is going to be done as well. Car behind the wall. So E.J. Jones is not going to pick up a win this week. No party down there. 84 car is broken. I'm hoping he'll still throw a party, but what we do know it's not going to be in victory lane tonight. E.J. Jones is going to finish up 16th, but Matt Everett's back there in 17th. So 15 cars left on the racetrack. We've got less than 10 laps to go on this week's edition of Wednesday Night Street Fights, and now it is Rocky Batfield with the lead. Eric Eichstadt's going to have to restart in second, so we'll get set for a great restart here. But why don't we take a look now at the gang from CNC Race Designs?
Just wanted to, instead of looking at CNC Race Designs, we wanted everybody been asking about the CHD ribbon down in the corner. We do have a little bit of a fundraiser going on for Full Velocity TV. As many of you don't know or do know, we are trying to raise money for the American Heart Association. Phil and I both have kids with congenital heart defects, and we're going through operations after operations. His son is 18. My son is 2 as of right now. My son's gone through 2, and I know Phil's son's gone through multiple operations. So we're going to try to put on a benefit here and a fundraiser for the American Heart Association. So guys, get involved in that on our Facebook page as green flag drops again. So we're not going to miss the racing action as Rocky Battenfield leads the charge down into turn number 1. Eric Eichstadt's running for 2. 3 right now is Justin Pruitt, Jared Gazzardo, and Jim Revis up inside the top 5.
Yeah, Revis now going to look to the inside of Gazzardo into turn number 3. Going to think better of that, as they say, single file inside the top 5. They get dicing it up back there for 6th place on back, where you find guys like Daniel Stifler back there, Trey Jones, Casey Brunson, now Jason Salter back there, as well as another car going around in a heat. Yellow flag going to come back on the speedway on lap number 59, and the only problem is right now, Tom, we're starting to run out of laps. You got to think advantage Rocky Batfield on this one. Looks like yellow may have come out for the 1 car of Alex Brewer there off of turn 4.
It was Daniel Price in the 0-1 machine that caused the initial contact between Easy and Alex Brewer. Plows into the number 0-1 machine, so the battle of the ones off of turn number 4. Those guys, it looks like Brewer is going to pull it down pit side there, Phil, as Brewer has called it a night there. He's been involved in quite a few wrecks. So, like I said, war of attrition here tonight at Williams Grove. But I got to ask everybody out there, you know you got a favorite out there. Let us know here on Facebook Live, as it is rocking and rolling out there on Full Velocity TV. Let us know who your favorite is, who's going to win the DWR Wednesday night street fights here tonight at Williams Grove in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Who's it going to be?
I want to know what y'all are thinking out there. I'm not going to make a pick because I'm just not going to. I just don't want to. I don't want to jinx anybody. No Black Cloud announcer's curse coming from this booth tonight. I'm watching these guys going at it up front, and I think it's anybody's race there. Battenfield, Eichstadt, Pruitt, Gazzardo having a terrific run. Jim Revis up to the top 5. You got Dan Stifler, Trey Jones, Casey Brunson, Jason Salter, and Glenn Irwin up to the top 10. Guys like you still got Eric Elmore back there with Charlie Harrell, Lonnie Baker, and Daniel Price. Those 14 cars still left on the racetrack. So only problem is, Todd, we're less than 5 laps remaining. Looks like the pace truck lights are going to go out this time around. So I believe what's going to set up here for I think it's about a 3-lap shootout to the finish here. So can Rocky hold on for 3 more laps? He's got a really good car. Eric Eichstadt's got a good car too, and does he have one more electric Eric move up his sleeve to maybe put that blue and white number 12 car in victory lane?
Yeah, definitely going to be a great race here as the field is restacked and repacked. Lights are extinguished atop that iRacing.com pace truck. We're going to go back to green flag racing off of turn number 4. We're going to have 3 laps remaining. It's Rocky Battenfield, Eichstadt, Pruitt, Gazzardo, Revis. Those guys are your top 5. Don't count anybody out, though. We've seen a lot of strange things happen here tonight at Williams Grove. Battenfield protecting the outside, dives down to the bottom as green flag flies into the air. Loud pedal is done. We're racing down the front straightaway. And right now, Rocky Battenfield has about 2.5 car length lead over the 12 by Eichstadt. Eichstadt trying to close that gap rather quickly, though, makes a mistake. Pushes up the track, leaves the door wide open for Justin Pruitt. Now Pruitt trying to battle for second.
Pruitt going to try to pull to the inside of Eric Eichstadt for that second spot here in turn number 3. Going to drive it down there deep. Eric going to let it ride up high. They're going to pull door to door. Pruitt gets a little bit loose. This may open the door for Rocky Batfield to drive away because he gets 2 to go from the starter stand. 2 more trips around the half by off of car 97. He's got 2 car lengths on Eric Eichstadt off of turn 2.
Yeah, Eric Eichstadt trying to throw everything he has at him, including that kitchen sink. His Battenfield just starting to pull away, though, lap after lap. But Battenfield drifts up the track just a tad bit. That's not what Battenfield wanted to do. Is he going to get White Silk in the air? One more trip around the speedway for Rocky Battenfield. Big Monkey in that number 97 machine, the 12 of Eichstadt, going to try to throw something at him maybe here down the back straightaway, maybe into turn number 3. Eichstadt has closed the gap quite a bit as we come down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. It is Battenfield, Eichstadt, Pruitt. Those cars coming off of turn number 4 are going to stay in the same order as taking down the win. Big Monkey, Rocky Battenfield taking down the win here for the DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights. Eric Eichstadt going to finish up in that 2nd spot. 3rd is going to be Justin Pruitt, Jared Gazzardo, Jim Revis is going to be 5th. Daniel Stifler, Trey Jones, Casey Brunson, Jason Salter, and Eric Elmore. Those are your top 10 cars, but the fireworks going off here at Volusia, Williams Grove for the number 97 of Rocky Battenfield.
And I'm not sure what the race car did to Eric Eichstadt, but I think you laughed when you saw that car. Some little checkered flag just going a heap in turn number 2. So we'll have to ask him about that. Hope he's okay because he completely wrecked that thing in turn number 2 after a checkered flag. But Rocky Battenfield takes down the win. Gets a celebratory smash from Jim Revis down there the front stretch. And, oh, man, this is an old-fashioned Donnybrook down there. We got one car stuck up in the fence. Man, demolition derby style. This is always the case over here at DWR after one of these races. And I'm not sure who it is, just hanging out there in the fence. But what I do know, we're not going to figure that out. We're going to jump over to DWR's Discord here and talk to our top 3 on the post-race show. So give us about, 15 seconds. We'll be right back here. Talk to all of our top 3 right here live on Full Velocity TV.
Going to take a minute here to let you see the unofficial results here for the DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights before I get over there and go to our next screen. But we're going to talk to the top 3 here, and I'm sure some ecstatic top 3 guys as Pruitt now back onto the podium. Eric Eichstadt on the podium. Rocky Battenfield, I tell you, winning another race here, and one of the fan favorites out there. There's a lot of fan favorites out there. I like to see all you guys out here at Full Velocity TV out there in YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Make sure you do check out Full Velocity TV's Facebook page. Make sure you donate here to the American Heart Association here for the kids as we try to stop some of the CHD and some of the other heart conditions that happen for these kids. So make sure you guys stop out there. We're going to run down to Victory Lane here as the unofficial results have been posted long enough. So we'll be right back at you here on Full Velocity TV.
All right, well, I think the quickest we've ever done it here live on Full Velocity TV. We move to our post-race show here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway. Todd's going to run down to Victory Lane and talk to this week's big winner, Mr. Rocky Battenfield. I'll run down here and talk to Eric Eichstadt and also our third-place finisher who is getting pretty good at doing this lately, car number 07 of Justin Pruitt, fresh off the win 1 week ago. We find you now once again here in the top 3. I'm telling you, Justin, we said you get one of these wins, the confidence is going to rise. These good runs are going to keep coming. Tell us about your run around here at the Grove tonight. Great job.
Man, I appreciate it. Starting in the back, figured it was going to be a rough night, and I got a couple good breaks with those early cautions and was able to pass, right many, and I can't believe I made it back up to the front.
Well, as you said, you started at the back of the field by winning last week. You had to pass a lot of cars to put yourself in position. We had a lot of yellow flags in the first half of this race. What was so difficult about the racetrack? Was it really slick to start? Did it just kind of go away? What do you think happened to bring all these early yellow flags? Because that's something really not typical to DWR.
Man, I think it's just racing at the Grove. This place breeds cautions.
Well, you did it good here tonight. You evolved the chaos. You got from the back all the way up in the top three. I don't know if you had a piece that was good enough to run with Rocky or Eric, but really good, solid night up there in that third spot, Justin. We're really proud of that effort. I know you are too. So I think you know how this works now on Full Velocity TV here in the post race. I'm going to give you the mic one more time. We're out there live tonight. Awesome crowds watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So the floor is yours, buddy. Say hello.
Yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out to Jason and Jim, Eric, Team DWR. You guys for the broadcast, and let's drink a little bit.
I like that idea. I'm going to go racing here myself for a little while, but a couple of beverages don't sound too bad before that one. That's our buddy, Mr. Justin Pruitt, brings that number 07 home tonight. In the third spot, we'll let him go down there and celebrate that good run with his team. And we'll run down here and we'll talk to a guy. And man, I sure hope he's all right. I see him stretching the back out of the race car. And Eric, I have to ask the first question. Are you all right? And what did that race car ever do to you to stuff that thing in the fence and turn two on the cool down lap?
Oh, Phil, I tell you what, it was a fun race up there with Rocky, and just the caution laps and everything just irritated. After the race is over, I was ready to get out of there.
Yeah, I'm sure it makes for a long night for you guys having to go around, but you had a really good race car. Started up on the front row tonight on the pole, stayed there for the majority of the race through the yellow flags, but is there one thing you think you could have did differently that maybe have kept Rocky behind you? Because he was really fast all night long, but you in your own right had a really good race car. What do you think you could have did differently, if anything, to keep Rocky behind?
Well, I could have practiced a little more. Had a decent setup, but it wasn't very fast. I know I was holding Rocky up there quite a bit. I think he was a little faster. There was a lot of faster guys coming through the field once or twice. I think I seen EJ pop his nose up there. Jim was coming up. Jason was there. I don't know what happened there. He spun underneath me. I was trying not to get freight trained. As for Rocky, I don't know what I could have done other than hit my marks, and I went a little wide. He got underneath me, and nothing I could do to keep him there. So we tried, though. We gave her hell.
Practice. All these race car drivers, not talk about the main event. We talk about should have practice. Not a game, not a real race. It's practice. But Eric, you're going to get one here soon. You're knocking on the door. You get a good, solid second place finish here tonight. So all yellow flags and chaos aside and destroyed race car. Now you guys going to build a whole new one. I'm going to give you the microphone, buddy. The floor is all yours. We've had an awesome crowd, the best one we've had all year, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So I'm going to throw you the mic. Say hello to everybody out there.
All right, thanks, Phil. Thanks, Todd. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out and watching. I'd like to first of all thank my wife is watching, I believe. Hi, Mindy. My daughter, Madison. I probably have some family back home there watching tonight. Now, my dad, my mom, my brother Dan, and his little girl, Eliana. Say hi to you guys. Other than that, we got to thank Exton Motorsports, Full Velocity TV, Evil One Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, Wild Child Race Engines, and where we got our start, Gibson Salter Racing. I want to thank the guys at DWR tonight. My fellow admins here, Jim Revis and Jason Salter. I want to thank all the guys at DWR that run with us every night. Thanks, Full Velocity, for coming out and broadcast for us. Always a great time. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Keep on watching, guys.
Absolutely. By far away, my favorite night of the week here. That is our buddy Eric Eichstadt, the number 12 car. In the second spot, it looks like it's been through a demolition derby out there, but I know the guys to go out there and fix that thing. So that is our second place finisher. We have talked the third. We have talked the second, and now we got to go to Victory Lane, and we got to talk to the old big monkey down there, old Rocky Batfield, the Victory Lane with Todd.
Heck yeah, I get to be down. Heck yeah, I get to be down here in Victory Lane with the big monkey, Rocky Batfield, driver of the number 97, Rocky, and celebrations. It's been a while since you've been in Victory Lane. I know you've been on the road a little bit. You announced that you're coming back out, able to take down the big W here tonight on Full Velocity TV. A lot of people watching here this evening. And Rocky, tell us about your race. It was a fantastic show between you and Eric.
Yeah, Eric had a good car today, and man, just couldn't get any green flag laps to figure out who was fastest there, and we finally had a pretty good little green flag run, and I was able to, I got a good run off of 2, and I was finally able to slide up in front of him off of 4, and once I cleared him, I felt pretty good.
Well, Rocky, tell us how difficult it was. It looked like the middle group was kind of dominant, but you were able to make that pass on the bottom. But tell us how slick it was down there. I know you had to pull a slider in order to get by him there on the bottom. It looked like there was no forward bite. Was that the case?
Well, coming off of 2, I was really good on the bottom, but coming off of 4, there was nothing. So my game plan was to get a good run coming off of 2 and then slide up on him in 3 and 4, and I was able to clear his nose and take the lead from him.
Always a good race that you put on, Rocky. A really clean race here tonight with you and Eric. I thought you guys were going to touch a couple of times, and you might have been close, but I didn't see it here on TV. But, man, fantastic racing here. But as we're accustomed to here on Full Velocity TV, like always, you probably know the routine. You should know the routine anyways. We're going to be microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. You'd like to thank tonight.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank these guys at DWR. This is my favorite group that I run with. I love running with these guys. They put on a great show. I'd like to thank my sponsors, WR1 Chassis, VLR, and iRacing Dirt Painters. And guys, check out VLR. We're filling up for the spring fling real quick. $12,000 to win, or $12,000 purse. I'm sorry, $3,000 win.
I'll definitely check that out. Is Rocky, fantastic showing here tonight, and congratulations on your win here tonight. And we're going to see more of you this week.
Man, I'm hit and miss with my schedule, and I run when I can, and anytime I'm home, I definitely try to make these DWR shows.
All right, that was Rocky Battenfield, Big Monkey, picking up the victory here tonight. Williams. The sound effects, fantastic. You have to do that next time I interview you.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
You're welcome, Rocky. Man, a fantastic race going on there, Phil, and I didn't expect that. That cracked me up. I don't even know how to follow the Big Monkey, Rocky Battenfield, with that.
Oh, forget that $12,000 purse having big money. That is the Big Monkey right there, Mr. Battenfield in victory lane. Great job by him. Great job by all these guys at DWR tonight, and fantastic viewership. Thank you all out there tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. You guys have really come alive tonight. We appreciate all the support here live on Full Velocity TV. We're back to it here live Friday evening, tomorrow with the Valentine's Day holiday. We got our sweethearts we're going to take out with dinner here tomorrow night. So we're not going to be around tomorrow. No racing on the docket here for normal leagues tomorrow night. We're going to be back to it Friday night, back to Hard Motorsports Rocky Top 305 Sprint Car Series here. All going to at 7:30 p.m. on Friday night. Also can report, got a great donation into our CHD awareness pledge there. Check out the Full Velocity TV page. Come a part of our team here as we're raising money and awareness for CHD awareness, something very near and dear to the Lacasse and Stanton families for sure. So thank you to all that. So for everybody out here that makes Full Velocity TV happen, for Martin Karch, Jake Keel, Jack Truman, Josh Smith, and my buddy Todd alongside my best friend, my partner for a long time, Phil Lacasse here, we're going to sign off for Full Velocity TV. Thank you very much for watching, and to all you sweethearts out there, happy Valentine's Day from all of us. We'll see you back here live Friday night with more Full Velocity TV. We'll see you.
Good night.